All right, welcome everyone to the deep dive. We're diving right in today, looking back at that Chennai Super Kings versus Punjab Kings match. Match 49 down at Chepauk.
Yeah, quite a match it turned out to be. And, well, the big news is Punjab Kings got the win, didn't they? By 4 wickets.
They did. But more than just the win, this one had huge consequences. That loss means CSK. They're the first team officially knocked out of the playoffs for 2025.
Oof. Yeah, that's massive. And quite the contrast, right? Because that same win pushes Punjab right up the table, second spot now.
Exactly. You could almost feel the difference. Punjab, obviously thrilled. Crucial points for them. But for Chennai, disappointment. Playoff hopes gone, plus another home loss.
That's 5 in a row at home now, isn't it? First time ever for CSK in the IPL. That's got to sting, especially at Chepauk.
It really does. A tough record to have. And when you look back at how it unfolded, there were some standout moments, weren't there?
Definitely. You have to start with Sam Curran for CSK, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
His highest IPL score. He was batting brilliantly.
He really was. 88 off just 47 balls. Looked like he was single-handedly trying to get them to a massive total.
Especially that partnership with Brevis, the 78 runs. That felt significant at the time.
It did. It felt like, okay, CSK are building something serious here. Curran was sort of taking control.
But then, wow, things changed fast. That 19th over from Yuzvendra Chahal.
Game changer. Simple as that. A hat trick, yeah, but 4 wickets in the over.
Incredible, wasn't it? Dhoni, Huda, Kamboj, bang, 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 just like that.
Completely slammed the brakes on CSK's finish. They were probably looking at, 200 plus? And suddenly getting to 190 felt like a bit of a scramble.
Yeah, it totally shifted the momentum heading into the innings break. Huge over.
You just can't overstate how big that was in the context of the match.
Right. So Punjab need 191. And their captain, Shreyas Iyer, he really delivered, didn't he?
He was outstanding. A real captain's knock. 72 runs, 41 balls?
Something like that. Just controlled the chase beautifully, especially under that kind of pressure.
And Prabhsimran Singh, too, got to mention him. His 54 at the top was crucial as well. They built that platform.
Yeah, that partnership set them up nicely. Even when things got a bit tight towards the end, Iyer looked, well, pretty calm.
He did. Looked in control.
Yeah.
Definitely deserved the Player of the Match award, I thought.
No arguments there. So let's talk about the fallout then. Punjab jumped to second. Big boost for their playoff chances. Iyer gets the plaudits.
And on the other side, CSK are done for the season, tournament-wise. Bottom of the table now, I think.
Yeah, confirmed elimination. It's quite a turnaround in fortunes from just one game.
It really is. And you look at those performances, again, Curran's best score, but in vain.
Right. Then Chahal's hat trick and that 4-wicket over. Match-winning stuff right there.
Absolutely. And Iyer himself, he mentioned after the match how much he loves chasing. He said he sort of thrives when there's a big score on the board.
You could see that mindset in the way he played, couldn't you? Yeah. Very positive, always looking to score.
Definitely. It makes you think about the bigger picture, too. Punjab have had a pretty good record against CSK recently.
That's true. What is it, 4 wins in the last 5 against them now?
Something like that. And winning at Chepauk, leveling the head-to-head there, that's a big statement for Punjab. Shows they can win tough away games.
Yeah, really underlines their credentials for that top 4 spot. Whereas CSK, missing the playoffs 2 years running.
Which is also a first for them, isn't it? 2 consecutive seasons without making it. Very unfamiliar territory for Chennai fans.
Very. And Punjab managed this win without Glenn Maxwell, too. He's out injured.
Yeah, that finger fracture. Tough blow, losing someone like Maxwell. Suryan Shedge came in for him in this match.
Finding a replacement isn't easy either, is it? Especially mid-season.
No, Ricky Ponting was talking about that. He mentioned the Pakistan Super League being on at the same time makes it harder to find available overseas talent. They're looking, though. Both overseas and domestic options. Had a couple of guys training with them, apparently.
It really highlights the importance of leadership, doesn't it? When you lose a key player, the captain's role becomes even more vital.
And Ponting's been quite complimentary about Shreyas Iyer's captaincy, hasn't he? Talking about his confidence growing.
Yeah, how he sticks with his decisions, stays calm under pressure. You sort of see that translating onto the field.
Well, there was that clip doing the rounds, wasn't there? Mushir Khan copying Iyer's mannerisms.
Yeah, I saw that.
It kind of tells you something about the respect he commands, Players like Prabhsimran also mentioned the clarity Iyer provides.
And Ponting seems to think that Iyer winning the IPL before as captain gives him that sort of innate sense of what to do, trusting his gut.
Seems like it. And that calm approach, even when, say, Shedge had a tough over, Iyer apparently just offered encouragement.
That makes a difference, doesn't it? rather than coming down hard on a player, especially a younger one, in a high-pressure situation.
Absolutely. It builds trust, shows maturity as a leader, knowing when to guide and when to kind of let them work it out.
So, thinking ahead then, what does this all mean for the rest of the tournament? Punjab are looking pretty good now.
Sitting second, 13 points from 10 games. Yeah, they've put themselves in a great position, but, still work to do. Got some important games left. Need to keep this momentum going.
For sure. And what about Chennai? Now that they're officially out, the focus must shift, right? What changes might they be looking at?
You'd have to think so. It's got to be a period of introspection for them. Eric Simons, their bowling consultant, talked about needing better execution.
And Mike Hussey mentioned seeing more positive intent lately, but maybe came a bit too late.
Possibly. Hussey also flagged talent identification as something they're really focusing on, for recruitment. Making better choices, maybe.
Even Dhoni admitted they'd made maybe more changes to the XI this year than usual because of that inconsistency.
Yeah. So they'll need a proper review, won't they? Squad, strategy, the whole lot before the next option to try and bounce back strong.
It's fascinating, isn't it? How one match can just throw everything into such sharp focus for two different teams.
Absolutely. This game really felt like a snapshot of their seasons. Punjab finding ways to win crucial games, building that momentum, Chennai hitting roadblocks, those home defeats, and now playoff elimination.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive for today. What's the final thought you want to leave us mulling over?
Maybe just thinking about that leadership aspect again. How much does a captain's style, their calmness, their decision-making, even just their presence, really influence things in the heat of battle? Especially in a pressure cooker like the IPL, it's maybe something to watch out for beyond just the stats, those sort of intangible things that make a team click or sometimes not click.